This is the word to go, yo.
Hello, and welcome to GAWTV. This is our 100th episode. Ladies, we're so old. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. We have an amazing guest in store for you today. But before we get there, because we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, it's been a busy week. I want you to hit that like button. Got the thumb on it like this. Hit that button. Subscribe today. If you're not, a member, we need you to be here so you can get all the notifications. You can know when we're going, when we're airing. Drop a comment in the comment section because I know we're here in the live chat right now. Hello to everyone in the live chat. But yeah, drop a comment too because that helps us out, right, ladies?
It does.
Yes. And where's it at, Lisa? Hit that bell icon. It's true.
That's our favorite, the bell icon. Yes, I cannot believe 100th episode, you guys. Congratulations to us. I was gonna say to you, to us, to God, to that. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you, sisters. Like, my gosh, we know each other in and out, and things we don't want to know, and things we do want to know, but we know, like, we became family, like more so than back in the day.
Yes.
No doubt.
It's 100 episodes. We're 100 episodes strong. And I want to say a special thank you to Anthony, who's one of our amazing patrons, because he has been counting down for us on Twitter, explaining, oh my God, I can't wait. It's the 99th episode, 100th. So here we are, 100 episodes strong. Love all of you so much. And listen, if you love us here on YouTube, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. If you're watching on a replay, we are in the live chat every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. But listen, we realize you're mobile, you're on the go, you're busy. You can also pop your earbuds in and listen to the GAWcast. We are also in podcast form. Thank you to our amazing cowgirl girlfriend, Ella J, for putting us on podcast form. But we also want to make a special shout out to all of our amazing patrons of patreon.com/GAWTV. Now, last month, we offered you a live Zoom chat that we're getting ready to do with our amazing top tier gorgeous patrons. Listen, the gorgeous tier, screenshot that. Our gorgeous tier, our top tier of Patreon is where you want to be because you can get perks like a live chat. And this month, join right now and you can get one of these.
Show them what they're getting.
Yeah, here you go.
Shot in Miami by our very professional photographer, Alan. You know him from Alan's Armbar. It's a big deal.
You sure do, with that backless tuxedo that everyone was mentioning at WrestleCon. Hilarious. But if you join this month on the top tier, gorgeous tier of patreon.com/GAWTV, we're going to send you this exact 8x10. Hope you love it. Just a little gift from us to you to say thank you for supporting us. Very much.
Thank you all.
So join today.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what, you guys? What a freaking amazing WrestleMania do. You guys, how proud, like, honestly, all our friends just coming out of the woodworks going, how do I donate? How do I get involved? And, our after party, all these other wrestlers were showing up. Oh, I want to go. And, Chavo donating $100 and the cowboy hat.
The donations, he said, I want to cry. And I told him, I said, do you understand how much that meant to us? That not only he showed up, he stayed, but he was like, I'm gonna cry, literally. He said, I'm going to start the donations off to encourage people to donate for our cause. By $100 in the cowboy hat. We already love Chavo, but what a freaking legend. I mean, what a gent. Oh,
well, it was just, I think the fact that we were getting like last minute, like Radiant Rain, who donated this like last minute, this marvelous like custom jacket that I know I talked to her about it. It cost her like $1,500 to get made, but she loved Daphne too so much, and she wanted the right thing to give this cloak, I guess, to. And oh my God. But then there's just like havoc threw in her dress last minute. Like there was so many last minute donations, but then also when we did the event, I had no idea that we were going to have Stacy Cat show up or Chavo show up to speak on the board and to speak, like, as you saw in that last week's episode, of like these real person. When Chavo started talking about Eddie, I almost, because I remember being there and I was sitting with Melina, and I remember Melina that day too, when Eddie passed. And it was just like, it took me back to that moment. It was just, It was a lot. It was really heavy.
Very emotional, but it was such a good cause though. It's okay to have these mental, like problems that we have, because like, people think that you're on TV, you don't have problems. I think it's also bigger when you get a little bit more successful. I don't know. I don't know, but it was so amazing. Like the people that showed up, and it was very emotional. That last week, very emotional. And I apologize because I think I started that. And Val, you're usually the crier, but the mic got to me and I'm like, oh no.
Stacey, so again, like we honestly, and we're so excited about our 100th episode and Kurt Angle being here, which is going to be amazing. Oh my God, literally you can see we're ready. Hello. Yes. Hello.
I'm not in theme because I'm pushing over our swag, you guys. So Kurt, sorry.
Thanks, Mickie. Thank you.
More American than branding. There you go. Get right down below. But I will say, we could have had the reason I say that is because we could have had an entire episode just recapping WrestleMania because it was so amazing. And like Lisa said, it got very emotional, but I'm kind of glad it went that way. We thought it'd be a little more like silly and like asking questions from the fans, but we all ended up telling our story. And Stacey Carter said at the end, she goes, by the way, I love the cat. I was literally the biggest fan of the cat as like a 13-year-old ever. And it's funny that we're friends now. It's hilarious. But the point is, she said, when everyone got that microphone, we don't know what came over us. We all just started to like bare our souls and be vulnerable. But isn't that, I want to cry. That's the magical thing about the Tag Me and United initiative and about GAWTV's WrestleMania is it's about, that cause. So it was just amazing that it ended up that way. And if you watched the episode last week, and if you didn't, what the hell are you doing? It's right here on YouTube. Watch it from last week. You can see me crying and I was crying a bit. I'm a crier of the group, but when Scott D'Amore came up, I wasn't sure if he wanted to talk, but of course I was like, hey, I put him on the spot. His speech was so moving. And so like my husband said, he should be an inspirational speaker. It was, I lost it. And I was like, I apologized to the fans afterwards. But by the way, thank you to all the fans who showed up. Oh my gosh, the nicest people ever. And I said to them, I'm sorry if I look crazy. I was crying. And I will say about the fans, and listen, we're still all catching up from Dallas. We haven't had a chance to really talk amongst ourselves. But I will tell you, ladies, that like there was a guy and his wife there that were like, we dealt with a lot of mental health issues and things like that. And like, this has really helped us. And we really appreciate you speaking out about it. And there were so many people that came up and they were so vulnerable. We had Stifler, our amazing friend, referee from Impact Wrestling. Yes, that donated a hefty amount to the cause. Like people just got vulnerable and got real and just realized this was a big deal and why we were doing it. Listen, WrestleMania is fun. It's dress, it's haha. It was for a great cause and people really felt that and saw it. And I am so ridiculously proud. My mother even, I'm going to cry. My mother even said to me the other day, she's like, I'm so proud of you for what you're doing. And that's people that you respect and that you love saying they're proud of you is a big deal. And I'm just so proud of you guys and what we did and the fans for showing up. Even, Tony LaRusso, people, donated money to come to WrestleMania that knew they couldn't even make it. They just wanted to be a part of the cause. I can't believe it. Yeah. So nice.
I think it's great also. Yeah. I'm so proud of you guys, like that we created a safe haven for fans and other people to be able to talk to us and, not look at us as like that, put us on a pedestal and be superstars, that we're real people. And, it's amazing. I love you guys.
Well, I love you so much. And I have to say thank you to, like, I remember when Gail and when Christy started talking about this Tag Me In initiative to me and to all of us. And then really then Kong was on board and Amy was on board, Lita, like all these, it's ironic to me that it's all these really powerful women who have come together to go like, we need to start because we see it. And I think women are always been more feelers. And perhaps that's the reason why it's really starting to come forward now is because you're having more and I don't mean to be this, hey, wave my little feminist flag, but I'm saying having more women in those conversations at the table in the boardrooms, I think is starting to follow suit within hopefully the companies and stuff and just normalizing it from behind the scenes, because it really does start at the top and kind of trickle down to like open these conversations to recognize, the business itself. It really plays with our emotions and with our, ourselves and how we feel about ourselves, if we're worthy enough, if we're doing all the right things, doing all the wrong things. So it really kind of helps us because we can talk together as a real brotherhood. We say that word a lot, brotherhood and sisterhood. But it really says, no, we are in this together and we are very similar, and like, let's normalize that conversation. It's really special. And I just love it so much. And so
I think that's what we did, you guys. I think that us having that conversation, hopefully, people were saying the feedback was so great. And I want to say a big thank you to Lee Meltzer as well for taking so many photos and for helping us spread the awareness and spread the message. The photo, by the way, there is a photo credit down below in the description, thanks to Sal, that says, Lee was the one to take the photo of us at WrestleMania. And he was so influential to help us get the message out. So big thank you to Lee.
Right.
Gosh,
love you, Lee.
Yes, Christy, Kim, and ladies, the amount that we raised is just amazing. And I want to say thank you to all the donators. Not only did people donate on the dresses, on the eBay auctions, Eugene was there. We had our first grown-ass man, Nick Aldis, donate a suit. There were different pieces of merchandise that we had there. But even donating at the event live, donating on Mickie's Instagram initiative there, all of it came together for a great amount. And we are just bowled over with how generous everybody was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We like pretty much, and it's so weird because we were like, we want to, at least raise $10,000, right? Like to go above what we did last year. Because obviously the goal is to be able to raise more and have a bigger event. And this is just the first time we've been able to do it in person as well. I was super proud of our decorations, of the balloons, of the champagne, of us being able to pull this together. Like, thank you, Aaron, by the way, who ran out and got these balloons blown up for us last minute, trying to find the perfect place.
I kept looking at Aaron. Oh my God.
It was funny. It was funny. The backdrop, they were like, I think Nick, of course, your husband goes, nice decorations. And I go, hey, it took Mickie and I an hour and a half to do that freaking.
Because I can't believe we're here.
Yeah. But
I can't believe it's midnight and that is what you've done.
Yeah,
that is the decorations. Yeah, I was like, how dare you?
Lisa, bless her heart, Chava and I were laughing about it probably way more than we should have, because Lisa was like taking it down, like, okay, so we'll throw it in the trash. She goes, no, I'm going to donate to the kitchen. Chava goes, what is it? The kitchen's birthday? They don't want those decorations. What the hell are you talking about? But Lisa was. So
I took all the balls and all that stuff. I go, don't throw it away.
It took hours to fluff those balls. Yeah. We were fluffing.
Those fluffy balls. I'll tell you, but I will never get.
Like, what's great about our charity too, some charities, we were having a difficult time trying to find a charity.
Yeah.
We donated 100% of the dresses, like with auctions and stuff, like 100% to charity. When we found out what other charities do, taking a huge cut, it's really, it's disappointing. So we were like really anti that.
That's why we were so glad that we had, the confirmation from Gail Kim and from Christy Hemme and all of, by the way, Impact Wrestling. Thank you to them too for making that. By the way, the commercial was amazing. Loved it.
And people from High Spots.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, High Spots. Oh, WrestleCon. Thank you.
And the sound equipment, our karaoke machine, which we didn't use.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Well, Lisa did go into hardcore country a few times, but
I lost my voice by that time. I was ready.
Yeah,
Ella was ready. Ella was like going, "Are we doing karaoke?" I'm like, I lost my voice.
Yes, and Ella was so helpful. Yeah, everyone was honestly, everyone came together for this, and it was so.
Oh, Pro Wrestling Tees too. Pro Wrestling
Tees. Yes, I think the shirt's still available. But I will tell you, I will never get out of my mind going into that locker room. Which, by the way, High Spots gave us this amazing locker room, it was a ballroom, but used as a locker room from the independent show before. And the guys were still getting dressed, and Lisa and Mickie running around like chickens with their heads cut off, just trying to get the decorations together. And I just was so proud of them. I had this in my mind of you guys scrambling. It was just so sweet that you guys had the goal was on your mind. Get everybody out of there. Get these decorations in. Have to do something really
I healed out. You guys know.
You did heal out. Well, finally, Chelsea, I think, came in and she started, because I was like, I had been politely kind of suggesting, as I do, I talk it out loud. Like, oh boy, really need to get this room turned around. Just waiting for everyone to kind of like, get it together. So you got to, 2 o'clock's right around the corner. Like,
Mickie, did you see me get on the chair? Did you see me get on the chair?
Very subtle hints.
Yeah. No, Lisa went in with the big guns.
I stood on the chair and I go, this is ridiculous. People are still getting undressed after their show that they perform. I got on the chair. I go, hey guys, we have a charity tonight, which we're late. There's a line outside. And we're using this room. This is the ballroom, and this is where the charity event is. And some guy goes, so are you saying just get the F out? And I go, yes, we need the room.
That's it.
We only have it for an hour. Please, Hurry up, get your
and we
boots
were
on,
late,
stop
but
chit-chatting.
yeah, but by goodness, the fans that were outside were, and I kept going, hey guys, we're just a little bit late. They were like, we're here to support. And it was, I have to tell you guys, again, we haven't even caught up. I'm just telling the GAW fans, I'm looking at the cameras and telling you that we haven't had a chance to catch up because Lisa and Mickie, again, I could cry. You guys went into like work mode. I've never even seen that side of either one of you, meaning I've seen you at work, like being a wrestler, doing promos, whatever. But Lisa was like, okay, I'm going to go outside. And you went and talked to the fans that were waiting and let them know. Mickie was with the decorations, all this stuff, and just like, tickets and pre-sales. And it was just like, we just got into work mode and just made it happen. And I literally, did I not turn to you, Mickie? And I said, when everyone was talking, and maybe I shouldn't have said it right then, but I was quiet. I said, hey, look, it's a big event, because we thought a few fans ended up being a big production. And I started, and I went, look, remember me doing that? I was like, it's a big deal. There are people here. And it looked beautiful. The champagne's chilling. God bless Aaron and Alan for, pouring the champagne toast. I kept calling a shot, by the way. I don't know. That's just my fireball white girl wasted collegiate.
I was sneaking back there. I didn't know if Mickie, I didn't know if I was allowed to go in the back to get ice. So I got an ice bucket and I was like, it's a kitchen back there and I don't work there. So I kept on taking the ice and I was like running back to fill up that blow up ice chest you got.
Our fancy blow up champagne chest.
That's cool though. It was the best.
Which I sent you home with one, Val.
Yes, you did. And I said, by the way, we had the Airbnb and I said, oh my gosh, should I keep it? Alan was like, I love it. I'm going to take it home and everyone's going to
ask me for it. That's why
I thought that was the coolest thing. That was his souvenir. I said, listen, you poured the champagne. That's your payment. But
I said, maybe we should auction it. Mickie goes, no, I want backyard parties.
I need this to put my fruit tray out on. Are you kidding?
Hello? She's the hostess with the mostest. I will say we could have an entire episode about that, but I just want to say, honestly, just personally to Lisa and personally to Mickie, you guys, we had it was so many moving parts, and it was a woman show. Mickie, by the way, if you watch the episode, if you haven't already, it's on replay here on YouTube. Mickie, we wouldn't have had a show if it wasn't for Mickie having her gimbal out and filming everything. It was a
little crooked. I kept trying to straighten it.
Oh, you were fine, but it was a good effort. And here's what's great, you guys. Here's the great news, by the way. This just in, breaking news. WrestleMania every single year, we're only in our second year, is getting bigger and bigger and bigger in terms of donations, in terms of events. We now have people telling us, why wasn't I involved in WrestleMania? So now we're having people ask us to be involved, where before it was like, oh, we want to ask if you donate. Now it's becoming a thing where people know what it is. And thanks to you guys, the fans that are watching, you've made it now a thing where people know what WrestleMania is. Look at Kelly donating lingerie and getting a crazy bit. Look at Molly Holly donating her WWE Hall of Fame dress.
And Charmel reaching out to us going, hey, I want to donate something.
Please, while she's in the middle of like writing her Hall of Fame speech, right? No big deal. The dress that she wore when King Booker won the King of the Ring. Like, unbelievable.
Do you remember, thanks to Lee Meltzer, we did create a video for Charmel to say thank you. And she wrote back and said, I love you guys. And my God, what an actual physical queen she is. So thank you to her. Yeah. All of our participants, all of the fans. It was
amazing.
Well, next year, ladies, is LA.
I know.
Been there.
And if there's a place to host WrestleMania, WrestleMania 3. Yeah.
Serious.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
And I honestly, it is again a big thank you to both of you and to everyone that donated. All
of us. It was great. All of us.
This is why we can continue it. And of course, we'll be thinking
all the ladies and men and gentlemen and everyone who supported and lifted it up to make it such a successful to the point where it's like even bigger than last year. I can't believe, like, I was in shock at some of the bids that came in. I was just like, what is amazing.
I FaceTimed with Jazz yesterday, you guys. I FaceTimed with Jazz yesterday, and then Stacy was like, why didn't you reach out to me about donating a dress? And I'm like, well, I thought you were working at your show at the, like, we always want to tiptoe about asking if there's too busy. Like, and Charmel, we thought she's busy writing her Hall of Fame speech and all that kind of stuff. And now we're like, well, thanks for reaching out to me. So now we know to reach out to all of
everybody
and the guys.
Charles donated. All are welcome.
All
are welcome.
For example, will of course donate something. It's just amazing. All are welcome. So thank you everyone for doing it. Honestly, you guys, I'm so proud of us. WrestleMania 2 was a success, but WrestleMania 3 will be even bigger and better than this, if you can imagine that. So I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh, so excited. Thank you, ladies.
Speaking of exciting, Mickie, we have a huge guest.
Huge. It's true. It's true. Curtis Angle. Hey, he hates when I call him. I'm like, I always go, Curtis. And he's like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
I can't wait.
Curtis
Oh my
Angle.
God.
Oh my God, you guys. I'm so excited he's finally here. And just in time for our 100th episode, you guys, for GAWTV, the Olympic gold medalist, the Hall of Famer, our grown-ass man, Mr. Kurt Angle.
Oh, baby. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's
He's your Olympic hero and mine. Yours and mine.
Yours, mine, all of ours.
I'm a huge mark for him. So
And listen, did we go a little extreme? Yes, we
You guys
did.
go Olympic theme on me.
Did we go nuts? Did we
You
go
guys are
crazy?
Mr. Angle, thank you so much for being here. As you know, we are huge fans of yours and we love you so much. Thank you for being here first
You're
off.
not fans, you're friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
friends, fans, marks, and it's true. It's damn true.
It's damn true.
It's true. We love you to death. We love you.
Hey, this is a good boost to my ego.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here
Yes.
for.
You up a
Three
little
pretty
bit.
girls.
How
on a
are
podcast
you?
with me? That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, we're so honored to have you. And Kurt, I don't know if you know this, we are 100 episodes old. And as a celebration,
Congratulations.
we thought nobody better than yourself for
Well,
our.
wait a minute. So you've been going for 2 years.
Yeah.
We are, look, established in 2020.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Wow.
heard.
Right. That is 2
We
years.
did. We will admit that we did save you. We thought, who can we get for the 100th episode? And we're all, just
I
critical
think it
needs
just
art.
happened by chance. I
No,
think you
no,
guys
Not
are
at all.
Sure.
Not at all.
No, sir.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No
Oh my
way.
God. Well, I know you have so much going on and you're super, super busy. How was Dallas for you?
Well, yes.
It was fun. I actually went to WrestleCon. I signed autographs for 2 days, and I decided to go to WrestleMania on Saturday.
I saw.
And I got to meet the boys and the girls and talk to them, and the show was really good. I really was surprised at how well they laid out the 2 days.
Yeah.
It was,
It was a lot.
WrestleMania, shooting it in one day, 7-8 hours long is way too long.
Yeah.
And I know that wasn't the only reason why WWE did it. They obviously did it because they were going to make more money doing 2
Right.
days.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great idea to split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just got back too because we were all at WrestleCon and we did WrestleMania, and I saw Giovanna in passing. She was running around like a crazy woman.
Do we
You
not
know,
love her
no,
so much? I have to tell you, I met her
I didn't
for the
see you
first
guys.
time. Oh my
No.
God. She was so I met her for 5 seconds and I thought if we lived closer, we would be ladies who brunch. Like she is amazing.
Yes, you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
You didn't see us because our line was blocking our table.
Oh, sure. Lisa.
High demand.
Yeah. Big demand. Big
Yes.
demand.
We had
Well,
fun
as-
at WrestleCon. Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance to say hi, but I will ask you just a quick WrestleMania question because all the fans want to know, if I may ask, any favorite moments from WrestleMania when you were there?
I loved Ronda and Charlotte's match. I love the submission trade-offs. It reminded me of my matches. Ronda kind of dedicated that match to me beforehand, and she worked really hard at it. I was really surprised at how well they were able to put that together. It was one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
Wow. See that?
I
Look
agree.
at that.
I agree. And Kurt, I remember when Rhonda first came in, like she was like a sponge with you. Like she always tried to find you and work with you. I saw you guys wrestling, like Matt wrestling beside the ring all the time. And you were like showing her different, because I think the one person I think that she could relate to the most of like trying to find that blend of how to take legitimate wrestling
Grappling.
style, grappling and translate it into wrestling, television wrestling. You are definitely the master artist of that. So it's like, it was cool to see, and that you kind of like took her underneath your wing a bit. I remember seeing that when I was there, when we were wrestling all together. So I always gave her.
Yeah, if she had any
for that
questions,
too.
you're absolutely right. She asked me and she went to me anytime she needed advice. I loved working with Rhonda. She was like a sponge. She was a great student, and she actually picked it up a lot quicker than anybody I've ever seen, especially me. I picked it up pretty quickly, but what she was able to do was nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I agree.
Absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong. She didn't get the psychology part.
No,
But
She
it doesn't
wasn't able to
happen.
learn that quickly, but she was
No.
able to.
That's the
go
hardest
through
part
the
to learn, though. The
movements and-
psychology part is the hardest part to learn. you know.
I don't even
coming
feel
from-
like it started like really clicking with me until like 4 or 5 years in, where I started
about
to
the
understand
time.
all the things that people would start to say. Like it started to click and go like, oh, that makes sense now, right? Like I'm just trying to do the moves and do what I see on TV. And
Yeah,
you know,
because
it's not.
you don't
it's
know
crazy.
without experience. It takes a long time to learn psychology in wrestling.
And did you
Why you're
train
doing
with
stuff and how you're
Steve
doing
Bradley,
it.
Kurt? Did you train with Steve Bradley? Because I did.
Yeah, Steve was so talented. I'm really surprised that he did not have a career in WWE. What happened
did?
was, yeah,
But
yeah,
they forgot about him in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto
He said I
Rico,
was
I
in
know.
Puerto Rico. He called the office and said, "Hey, I'm still in Puerto Rico." And they said, "You are?"
They brought him back to OVW, and then eventually they let him go. But they had a good character for him. They were going to have him be a college student that had no clue what he was getting himself into, and he was supposed to like get beat up and be like, you know, like shocked that he was getting beat up. It was like a weird character, but
Right.
Steve liked it, and they were about to start with him, and they decided not to, and they let him go. And
He was
he
in
was the most
MCW.
talented wrestler I've ever been in the ring
Most
with.
talented. I was a
Yeah.
valet for him, and so they
Okay.
put me with him so I can kind of feed off of him, and he will explain. Do you know why we did this? You know,
He
so he
taught
was
me
a great
too.
teacher.
When you were in
Great
Memphis.
teacher, great coach.
Yeah, Memphis Championship Wrestling. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
C-Dub.
Rest
Well,
in
you
peace.
know what? We just blew by, Kurt. One of the first things that we typically ask, we just got so excited. We love you so much. We like to ask who you wearing, what you drinking as the guest of honor. Well, you can go first. Nothing
Well,
crazy.
what I'm wearing right now, this is a t-shirt from Ruddy Lad. It's they have different types of quotes, and it's called Fucking Delicious. And they use the word, the Fook word, in replace of the FUC.
I see that. It's a little play
So,
on words
they're
there.
pretty cool shirts. And
Yeah.
the company's named Ruddy Lad, and I told him I would wear it on your podcast today.
Oh,
Give
that's
it
so
a-
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Proper,
Yeah.
What does that one say? Proper mischief?
Yes, proper mischief.
Yeah.
Obviously,
You're
you can
welcome.
tell-
You're welcome for the rub. You're welcome for the rub.
Yes. We will tag them in the
Thank you.
description. Don't worry.
Obviously, with proper. Obviously, that's from the UK. He's from
Right.
over in Europe, so
Of course.
that's where the shirts came from.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? They're a British band.
Mm.
Yes,
Brand?
yes.
Band?
Brand.
And band either.
It's one man,
Oh.
not a
They're
band.
from England, as am I. I mean, I live in England now, but I'm going to tell you, I have to go second, and I'll tell you why. Because obviously, it's true. It's true. I'm in my red, white, and blue, and we wanted to, honor you with a theme, of course. But I also brought a prop, so I'm wearing my American red, white, and blue. Listen, this was from the hotel gift shop. Best purchase I've ever made. I wore it in Dallas. Very proud. If anything makes you patriotic, it's living in England. I love England, but I miss America very much. But I wanted to bring a prop. I'm just drinking coffee, by the way. That's exciting. So this is a Kurt Angle stand-up that you signed for me years ago.
I had no idea
You
were
have
gonna
a
bring
Kurt
that
Angle
in.
stand up in your house?
I do. Well, there's a story with that. So I do. I do. It's true. It's true. And it says Val to, and I will treasure this. And I might be buried with it. Is that weird? It says Val to my sweetheart. It's real. Kurt Angle, champion, Olympic champion. But here's what happened, Mr. Angle. And I hope you're not going to be mad. I hope you forgive me. It was a cardboard cutout stand up from one of our TNA shows. But the damn thing used to scare me so much that someone was in the house, like it freaked me out.
How about his legs?
So I made a little surgery. So he's just,
You cut off half of me.
I did, and I apologize. And there's also a little,
Hey,
reminiscent of the Olympics.
you cut off the best parts.
Exactly. I knew. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you guys to say that.
I know.
And bless his heart, it's just like the Olympics. He's got a broken freaking neck, and I don't know. But I treasure it. But it's, he's just,
Thank you, Val.
it was
means a lot.
half
That's
off.
amazing.
It
That's
means a
amazing.
lot to me.
Yeah, because Val is in the States right now, so she's back in Orlando. So
Yeah.
clearly this is home in Orlando. You didn't
Yeah.
take it to England with you, Val. Are you putting him in your suitcase?
I may, because I feel like it's a good luck charm. And again, it was the full stand-up. I'm telling you, it used to scare me. And then I put it in the closet and I'd forget it was in there. I'd open it. Oh, Jesus. And it just scared me. So yeah. But
Hey,
it
where'd
means
you
a
get the
lot.
hat? Was it at the airport in Texas?
This was at the hotel gift shop. $50 for this thing.
Oh, shit. My
know.
wife and I were trying to get cowboy boots and cowboy hats,
Yes.
and we called a bunch of stores. We were trying to get them to sponsor us. We
Yeah.
would post on social media.
Hey, can I give
And,
you a stack of 8x10 for free? Yeah, it's all bartering.
Yeah.
Like us wrestlers are like free 99. I don't want to
Yeah.
pay for shit.
Calm
Yeah.
down, Virgil. That's so Virgil of you. Don't be so Virgil.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's definitely Virgil of me.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
They're very
Actually,
expensive.
I'm sure we could get you a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mick,
I think we
you
can make that
have
happen.
that theme yourself.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
She
sure.
has a sponsor. Hey.
Yes,
Well, I
that's
don't know if
me,
it's a
man.
sponsor. It might be a little discount, you know?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Mick,
Minus
working
the
on that
tax,
sponsor.
only the tax, but I'll take off the tax.
Yeah.
Mickey's looking, I mean, we talk about it all the time, Kurt. She's looking better than ever. And your cowboy hats are like rhinestone. She had one that was rhinestone encrusted on the inside, which was just so glam.
Oh, must have been
We'll get
awesome.
you one. Yeah.
Look at
You'll
your
get me
rhinestone
one.
cowboy.
They're pretty
Yeah.
expensive, right?
Yeah, and you can play the ukulele for us, and yeah, it'll be great.
Kurt, remember Jimmy
Jimmy
Crack?
Crack Corn.
That, I mean, other than
My favorite segment.
I'm going to mark out for many reasons. You know, I've talked to you about so many different mark out moments. Jimmy Crack Corn, that whole era was like my be all end all. But between that and then the love triangle with Triple H and Stephanie, I would have never been in wrestling if it wasn't for that. I was
Oh,
obsessed.
thank you.
And that
You know
hotel
what,
room,
that
I don't know
program-
what number it was, but there was a hotel room situation that was always controversial. What happened in there?
We don't know what happened between me and Stephanie in the hotel room.
We
And I
don't.
will never tell.
Yeah, because you
Not
don't
even
kiss
here on GAWTV.
No, never.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, you know
Oh,
the
well, I'll
saying.
tell you,
You know
I'm
what?
just wearing. I was wearing to just plug in my merch here. I got my GAW Girl cup. Just got this in the
Grown
mail.
ass women.
Grown ass women. I got my GAW tank top because I'm feeling jacked today.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's Kurt Angle on GAWTV. You know, that's our little sweatshirt.
Oh
You
my
can-
God.
Oh God.
That's a good quote. That's really good. That's marketable, Mickey. You're gonna
Right?
sell a lot of merch with that,
Yeah,
babe.
we need to get
Yeah.
some of that. And I got my pillow in case I get sleepy and need
Oh
to take
my
a nap.
God.
You know,
You're selling these all in a store, I hope, right?
but they
an
are
online
in the store. In
I'm
fact,
so
you
glad
guys
you mentioned.
live in the chat, if you drop down, you can look in the description. You can find the links, but also our store floats below now, Kurt, because we
Oh,
reached
you guys are
10K.
fancy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We're really
You know,
doing it.
We're doing
And
it.
Val, I wanted to tell you that program I did with Triple H and Stephanie, that is what made my career. If I didn't do that, I don't know if I would be where I am today. That was a very important program for me. It elevated me to the main event level. And right after that is when Vince McMahon decided to give me the world title.
Wow.
That's when I did the
Wow.
Rock the
Yeah, I
next
didn't-
month.
I'm glad you said that because I'll be honest. I remember saying this to you. I remember thinking, because we've mentioned this many times on GAWTV, like I'm a big fan of the storylines and the pomp and circumstance. I mean, obviously I'm a big fashionista. I love the clothes. I love the soap opera aspect, if you will. And I sometimes feel a little bit silly asking people about stuff like that because I go, well, you know, there's such serious wrestlers. Oh my gosh, yourself being the chief physical, amazing technical wrestler. But that's really what spoke to me. And that's what I love. So I remember asking you about that backstage one time. And you said what you just said now, that it was a big moment for you. And I thought, wow, because it meant a lot to me. I love that sort of, you know, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I love that you were wrestling, but I wanted to know why. There was a revenge, you know, thing that went on. There was a lot of
Storyline.
personal,
Yeah.
personal animosity. And for me, that made the matches so much more exciting. So that storyline in particular was great. And then when I got to do a love triangle, I thought, how lucky am I? Because I fell into wrestling, fell in love with it because of a love triangle, which was yours. So yeah,
So you got one too?
I did. You cursed me, Kurt Angle. You cursed me. I ended up there too. I had a wedding that went awry. Yes. But I mean, that was, and just, you know, he was the protective husband and then like, we're just friends. And it was just the acting and it was just amazing. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I had a blast. At that point in my career, I couldn't wait to come to TV.
Yeah.
You know, I was like a little kid. in a
That's
candy store.
great.
I couldn't wait to see what was coming next. The writers were incredible back then. The Attitude Era was a really special time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And, you know, what we were able to do back then, obviously you can't do it now because the, you know, company is public and, you know, they cater to young kids.
Can't be as
But,
edgy. Right.
Young adults, that's when the ratings were really up.
No
But,
doubt.
you know, they make more money marketing to kids because the kids get their parents involved. They come to shows together. They buy merchandise together.
Right.
So it's actually more marketable as a company catering to kids.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
love that you loved that like I did, because again, that meant a lot to me. I will, and I appreciate that. Lisa, I will go to you next about who are you wearing and what are you drinking? Because
What, Mickie, what are you wearing? Oh, your GAWTV wear.
Already
Said,
did.
yes. I was trying to find.
Here. Hello,
right.
and I'm
That's right.
framed
Yes.
right here
Yes.
on the
I was
side,
excited.
so you
I was
can see it.
excited. So I'm trying to find red, white, and blue, and I'm like looking for all my freaking thing, and I was like, well, we're out of wrestling, so we're all about love. So I just had to do red, white, and blue and get
In the Chicago Cubs.
yes,
I am a Cubs fan. I am.
Okay.
And then
well,
we had
that
to do
is red,
this.
white, and blue. So
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the
Yes.
only one left.
Shut it. Shut it.
Listen,
Shut it.
I don't understand hockey. Otherwise, I would interject, but I don't.
Yeah,
Hockey.
so like Kurt, okay, so I told my brother, I go, we're interviewing Kurt Angle, and he goes, does he know about me? My three older brothers are collegiate. Of course, he wants to plug his shit in. This is where I get it, I guess. This is what I get it from my brothers. So I have three older brothers, all wrestlers. My oldest brother got the Pan American Games gold in Venezuela, and he trained with Dan Gable.
Dan Gable.
Gable.
Mile.
And he was on the U.S. World Training Team. So he was like, of course, he gave me a list, like, tell him I did this. I did this. I went to Russia when they were boycotting it. And it was incredible. And he was like, oh, can you tell him I said hi? Like, he didn't care like who the heck my other guests were. And he goes, well, Kurt Angle, you have so much in common. I remember him come to a show. He goes, I really like the suplex you did. And I go, what's suplex? And he goes, suplex. And I go,
That's how
no, we call it
amateur wrestlers
suplex.
call it.
Yeah, real wrestlers have different terminology. And so I was like, it's called a suplex. And he was like, it's called a suplex, Lisa. Yeah. Can I tell you my brother, how he lost in Russia? Which I think it's bull
tell
crap.
me what years he was training or
83,
competing.
83.
Oh, okay. He's a bit older than me. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit older. Yeah. And I have a picture of his Pan American. He was 136.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
or
lightweight.
148 in one of them. But he lost, to a Russian wrestler. They were circling. The guy goes like this, blew in his face, threw him off, took him down and pinned him.
No,
and I go,
that's dirty.
That's pro wrestling. I go, that's not legal. Is that legal? He goes, it was legal. And I go,
It's
He may as well
legal,
give him the fish hook.
they blew in his face. I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it
that's crazy.
sounds like your brother has ADD because
we
he
all
got
do.
distracted by him blowing in his face. Then he might have a problem.
Yeah, he
Well,
might
if
have
it's
a
anything like Lisa, I could say that might be correct.
We are identical people. We are like that. He is my role model. He is
But if
my
he
role
won the
model.
Pan Am Games, he was a world-class athlete.
Yeah, no doubt.
impressive.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was a go-getter. He's still a very successful man, and he's
Did
just
he
like
do freestyle or Greco? Do you know?
Greco.
Greco-Roman. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he was teaching me moves in his living room. You guys, okay? And he goes, and I go, hey, we're easy on each other. He took me down so hard, I was like, I got the wind knocked out of me. He goes, this was
Amateur
my
wrestlers are
signature
very
move.
stiff.
Yeah.
Freaking A.
Everything's forced and everything's real.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. Well, speaking of amazing, we would like to hear all about physicallyfit.com and your supplements company. Kurt, how is that going?
No.
Tell us about it.
It's going really well. I want to thank all the fans for supporting me through the years, and especially with my company, Physically Fit Nutrition. We have a product called Chicken Snacks, and we also have a Snack Smart product. One's chicken protein, one's organic plant protein, and they're very high protein, low carbohydrate. You can order them at physicallyfit.com. It's really a great product. We get nothing but 4 and 5-star reviews.
Wow.
The product's been selling really well. And you know what, ladies? I want to send them to you. I want to get your addresses at the end of the show.
Oh,
so
that'd
you
be
guys can
great.
try them.
Mickey was raving. Mickey and Nick, Aldous, her husband, were raving about the chicken.
Yeah, I sent them to Nick and Mickey.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. And I will say, because, I'm such a snacker. The ladies know this, popcorn,
Same.
chips. I just love to, I'm a snacker.
Mhm.
And they're the perfect because they're high in protein and low in fat and all the things. So it's that perfect in between. So I'm not always going for the Lay's or the extra movie theater butter popcorn. You know,
It's good to
Kurt,
replace this product with the stuff that you're using.
1,000.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Oh,
they're
I'm
tasty
excited.
and
She
different
says
flavors.
this. She says this, but then we were at WrestleCon and she did say she was going to steal Pringles logo or the motto that once you pop, you can't stop. That's going to be your new motto, right, Mickie?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's your new motto, Mickie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, so we would love to feature it here on GAWTV, and we'll include, of course, all the links in the description to that amazing company and the products, of course. But yeah, like Mickie said, I mean, you have your hands in so many different things. You also have a podcast that Mickie is a part of. Let's go to Mickie first. Mickie, how was your time on Kurt's podcast?
Oh, I had so much fun. I was like,
Okay, can I interrupt you, Mickie, though, for a second? Thanks for the invite. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mickie. Tell me how your time.
I was just saying, it was
rubbing the salt in the wound. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I had to give Mickie while she was hot. She just entered the Royal Rumble.
She's
and
Superwoman.
Right time, and so I'm not
perfect.
I'm not making any.
Mickie is Superwoman.
Mickie over you, but I am going to tell you I like Mickie a little better. I'm sorry.
Oh, bless you, bless her. Oh.
Mickie's my girl.
Oh,
I love you. We talk about this, and I talked about this on your podcast. Is like, I love you so much, and I admire you so much, and just in everything. And I think because too, even when I look back to after I left WWE, you were always so kind to me when I was there and when we worked together there. But when I left there, I remember being in such a place, you know, of like, what next? And I don't think that hardcore country would have ever been born. I don't think I would have ever went to Impact Wrestling if it wasn't for you, because you were the one who called me and had that conversation with me. Like, don't be discouraged and don't allow this to dictate your future. Like, you have so much to offer. You know what I mean? Like, it was that heart to heart with you, I think, that really reset me and made me go like, you know what? You're right. Freaking Kurt Angle's calling me to tell me I'm great. I need to kick my ass and get out of this funk I'm in and stop it and rock it.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. As professional wrestlers, everybody goes into funks. It's just, you know, you're hot, then you're not. You're hot, then you're not. You're sure of yourself. You're not sure of yourself. You know, it seems to be the most insecure business in the world. It really is.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time, Kurt. It's like you walk out, you walk backstage, you're like, how was my match? And you don't get any feedback. You're like going, oh man, am I fired?
How the fans respond.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're not sure how your match went. You're not sure how the fans responded. It's really weird because, you know, to make it there, you have to have a lot of confidence. And then you get there and you kind of lose it a little bit.
Right.
You know, you're a little bit unsure, uncertain. And, you know, you have to build your mind back up and say, you know what, I know I'm doing this the right way and I'm succeeding. So it's just one of those things that insecurity is part of the business.
Right.
It's interesting. We talked a lot about that at WrestleMania about, you know, we did a charity for Tag Me United, which was all about mental health. And I always say, especially about these ladies, it's great on GAWTV that fans get to see sort of their vulnerable sides and their real life personas, because they put them on this pedestal that, oh gosh, they're the most confident. They must have no insecurities. They're these tough wrestlers. But actually, like you said, it's interesting what you just said, that once you get to the kind of the top, or the big dance, as they call it, then that's kind of when the insecurities creep in.
Like, you're worthy enough, or like, it's like, you feel like, oh, am I worthy enough? You're always second guessing yourself. Like, you obviously have to be great and be good enough to make it to that level. And then it's like, almost like you start all over again, like where you're at the bottom of the totem pole, kind of going like, ooh, am I good enough to be here? Because you're surrounded by so many greats, you know?
Yeah.
You're a little fish.
When you first begin too, it's like you're trying to prove yourself that you deserve to be there. In the middle of your career, you're like, okay, is my repertoire getting better? How am I going to exceed? Then you become a veteran and you're like going, okay, now I can't make mistakes. But of course, we're human. We make mistakes. You're like, okay, am I still good enough to be here? You're always questioning, am I good enough to be here?
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember, you have to blame this on the fans, because they're building you up. They're making you into this big superstar that you don't really know if you are or not. And you start second guessing yourself. Am I really that big? Do I live up to the expectations that fans are expecting me to be?
Right.
And it's just really difficult. It's a very tough business to be in.
For sure.
Yeah, very
sure.
Very lonely, tough business.
Yeah. The road is a lonely place. But getting back to your podcast, Kurt, so how has it been for you? You interviewed Mickie. I'm sure you've had some amazing people on there. How is the podcast going?
Oh, I've had a lot of fun. I interviewed my nephew, John Bernthal, the Punisher, Frank Grillo, a famous actor. I've been trying to get outside of wrestling a little bit.
Yeah, right.
You know, I've gotten who else did I get? Randy Couture, the MMA champion.
Oh, he's a nice guy, huh?
I try to mix it up. I don't just have professional wrestlers. I had Mickie on. She was awesome. So I try to have one guest a month.
Yep.
The other 3 podcasts, I usually just tell my stories about my career.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Every podcast has to be a little bit different. I'm just trying to add a different flavor to it.
Yes.
Yeah. And us, it's like, it's not, ours is like mostly it's just not talking about wrestling. It's like funny stories with our friends.
Yeah.
We go outside the box too, trying to get other people outside.
I actually like that better.
Yeah. It's just,
you know, we're fun. Yeah. We always have the ultimate slumber party. That's why we always say to people, you know, wear your pajamas, wear whatever you want, have a cocktail if you want. It's kind of, you know, we always say it's like us decompressing after a show or a signing. It's just us kind of unfiltered having conversations, because if they want to know how someone started in wrestling, they can watch the other 40,000 interviews they've done. But ours, we want to be a fun conversation for sure. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, why aren't you guys drinking alcohol today? Is it because I'm a former alcoholic?
Hang on, I'll get some wine. Hang on.
No.
I have my coffee. I can't
I
drink
have
alcohol,
coffee
but
too.
I brought coffee.
I am, Kurt.
Cheers.
I wouldn't let you. Yeah, you know, I got to live up to my reputation, I guess. I'm having a little bit of wine. We were going to drink milk, and I said, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't do milk.
You did want to drink milk in your honor, no joke. But listen, if Kurt Angle
have milk
do something, you do it, okay? You do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Get it.
Cheers,
Get it out.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Yes, and by the way,
Cheers to your sobriety, Kurt.
Yeah, so proud of you.
I'm going on 10 years. 10 years.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's
congratulations.
awesome.
And I mean, we could say congratulations on so many levels of your success. And I think the ladies will agree, you have just the most stellar reputation of being the most amazing person. When fans have not met you, by the way, I always say, have you met him? And they're always talking about you, how much they love you. And I say, and I think the ladies will agree, when you speak to someone, you actually take the time to actually look in their eyes and speak to them in this lovely, I don't want to say intense, but sort of just a lovely way. And you're just such a wonderful person. Gosh darn it, you've got it all. You really do. So we just love you so much.
Well, I try to make every person feel special. I try to pay attention directly to them when I'm talking to them. And really especially the fans. You have to be very grateful that you have so many fans, and you want to treat them well.
Yes,
absolutely.
And you certainly do. And you have
we would be nothing without fans. Yeah. And I got to do say that Kurt Angle, someone was talking crap about me on a flight on an international, and you spoke up. I don't remember what it was about. I don't want to know what it was about, but
I remember.
You stood up and you were like, hey, I actually, you do not talk about one of your own. You protect each other. We're all family here. You do not speak up. And I'll remember that forever. Yeah. Forever.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank
you. Just a true gentleman. Yes. Well, we will let you go because we know you have so many things going on, but we want to say just collectively, not only do we love you and we're so proud of all you're doing. You're so busy and we're just so proud of you. But for our 100th episode, it meant a lot that you could join us for this because we wanted to celebrate with you. And please give our love to your family because we love all of you so much.
Thank you. And let's do one more cheers.
Yes, please.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers. Yes. Thank you, Kurt.
I don't think I shaved my armpits. Okay, I better put it down. Classy boy.
Thank you, girls.
We love you, Kurt. We love you
so much.
Love you guys.
Cool. Thank you so much. Lots of love.
You.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, Kurt.
This is the word to go, yo. Go.